You know, it's February. We continue to focus on heart health and Heart Month, and we're highlighting heart health right here on Great Day Live with the American Heart Association. We're focusing on hands-only CPR. You may have heard that talked about a lot here this month, and the importance of what you need to know to perform a life-saving act. Joining us today with more on what you need to know is volunteer DJ Kelly and U of L Health cardiologist Dr. Kim Williams. Thank you all so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Such an important topic.
It is.
You know, you as a volunteer, you know this is easy to learn and so easy to save a life.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, hands-on CPR is CPR without mouth-to-mouth contact. So the best way to do it is...
And I think for many people that was kind of like intimidating. You think, oh, what do I have to do? And I love like the messaging now. It's that it's hands only, folks. You can do it. Yeah.
Absolutely, and there's no certification.
Right.
So it makes it a little bit easier for the lay person to go and perform CPR.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do it is fast and hard.
Mm-hmm.
CPR in the center of the chest, compressions 100 to 120 compressions per minute, and that takes the blood flow.
Fast.
Yes, yeah. And that takes the blood flow to the brain when the heart has stopped beating.
Right, and Dr. Kim Williams, I mean, you're with U of L Health, you know firsthand, seeing people all the time. Especially for me, what's really interested me this month too is just hearing about the number of women that are at such high risk for heart disease, for strokes. You know, what are you seeing and what warning signs do you think that folks need to be aware of to say, you need to get into the doctor, we need to start talking about this?
Well, this conversation also always begins with the fact that heart disease has been the leading killer of Americans since 1918. It took off a year in the Spanish flu. It didn't take off a year during COVID, still #1. And one of the first manifestations of heart disease can be sudden cardiac death. There's so many times that happens every year.
That's frightening.
Often,
you don't know what's going
first,
on, and then this is the first sign you get.
Right. Now, this is underpinned by lifestyle, always. If I could get everyone to understand the importance of diet and exercise, healthy diet and constant exercise, we could prevent a lot of it. But with our lifestyles where they are, we have to be able to provide the therapy to get people to survive these events, and they're very survivable if we do the CPR and if everybody's is known. Now, you mentioned there's heart disease in women. It would be great if we had womannikins instead of mannequins. Okay.
Yes.
Because
Thank you, Dr. Williams.
To actually get everyone to realize that women have more heart disease than we've always thought they did. This also happens to be Black History Month, and we have some healthcare disparities that are out there. Our African American population has about a 21% higher cardiovascular mortality rate than the other populations, but it really goes not just race, it's poverty as well. Yeah. And so what we really need to understand is that every household really ought to know CPR, and if you can do it, actually have an AED. So this will actually guide you through if you turn it on and listen to it.
Call for help now.
It can actually guide you through bringing someone back. And so this is an opportunity for everyone to learn about it and then to be able to do something when something goes down. The last thing I should mention is about children. There was a report a couple years ago that said that African American children get less CPR than any other portion of our society. This is something that we could actually do something about if we all learn CPR. So thank you, DJ.
Oh, thank you, DJ, so much.
Thank you.
You're a volunteer here.
I am not. I work for the...
You work for the...
I do.
So sorry. Well, and also you're volunteering your time here today, right? Absolutely,
yes,
right. What would
Thank
you say to folks that are thinking about, you know, I think we can all do a little bit. I think we can all do our part to volunteer, to spread the word. You're in this field. What would you say to people to get involved, to bring awareness, to learn CPR and be an example to others?
Don't be afraid to get involved and to help someone out. It's very easy to be able to see someone collapse. You act fast. You assess the scene to make sure it's safe. You call 911 or get someone to call 911 for you. Get out there, educate yourself. And anyone can do CPR, from young children to adults. to save a life.
I know you all have the Valentine's event that's coming up that we saw there on the screen. We want to get the word out about that. Thank you both so much for stopping by today.
Thank you
so
for having
important,
us.
you know, to learn more about the American Heart Association and all the work that they're doing to keep you heart healthy, or to learn hands-only CPR. You see the information there on your screen. Do check them out. Get registered for that event. Head on over to that event as well. It's free. It's free to the community. No excuses there. Just go to heart.org.